Hi, CAPT Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm going to do a features inspection on a brand new boat from Riviera, the 50 Sports Motor Yacht. Now, this is a sister ship to the 505 SUV, the only difference being the flying bridge. So let's start our tour there. Well, the flying bridge adds another social zone and entertainment venue. There's U-shaped seating wrapping around a teak pedestal table, beverage holders, rails, and of course it's expandable. The beverage holders stay revealed, and this is also on a high-low pedestal table so that we can convert this whole area into a sunbed. There's companion seating just across from the helm, and then right alongside me here, refreshment area, Corian counters, stainless steel sink, there's storage underneath, along with a refrigerated drawer. The hardtop is 6 feet 2 inches off the deck. There's a rail going right down the center. There are skylights up forward with opening hatches, as well as one just behind. Now, this seat here can be in the dining position so we have good access to the table, or if I just ratchet it forward, I can lay it down, do the hard job, of course, of repositioning the pillows, and now we take advantage of the wraparound bolster that goes all the way around to the refreshment center. Now, what's most interesting to me about this whole flying bridge is that it's enclosed on 3 sides, forward and then the 2 sides up ahead. The aft section of it is enclosed by standard isinglass, both high and low. If you don't want to go with the isinglass, then you can get lifelines to close off this area for safety. Now, even though the flying bridge is fully enclosed, we certainly can remove the isinglass. All of the materials are exterior grade. We even have a watertight door over the stairway, and it's interesting to note that this is an internal stairway. It leads right down to the salon. Let's take a look. The stairs are nicely finished, treated with non-skid. There's a rail to the inboard side. I think I'd like to see a grab handle right here, perhaps even a teak one. Now, because the only helm station is up above, we've got so much more room here for socializing. The salon is forward, the galley is aft into port, but mostly I want to talk about this right now. This is where Riviera's fit and finish really starts to shine through. I mean, look at this beautiful gloss walnut. We can get a satin finish, and we can also get cherry or light oak, but it's hard to compete with this. There's storage right here for bottles, additional storage underneath the stairs, including a refrigerated drawer. Some of these storage compartments even have sorters inside, like this one and this lower one. Now, directly across is the galley. Plenty of Corian counter space. I like how the white is offset by the dark woods. There's a trash receptacle, single basin stainless steel sink with filtered water, double burner stove, convection microwave, 2 more refrigerated drawers. The bottom one will be a freezer, and then we have more storage, and there's even storage to the side. So much clever use of space as we make our way throughout this whole boat. Moving forward, the synthetic decking continues. In fact, about the only transition that we have from the galley to the salon area is a change in height of the overhead, going from 6 feet 8 inches to 6 feet 10 inches. Like that there's a grab rail, indicative of this boat designed to be away from the dock. Now, to the port hand side, L-shaped seating. There's storage underneath. We have an optional pedestal table, so we can turn this into a daybed if we'd like. Beautifully finished table that's also expandable, and it's on a 10-inch high platform. To the opposite side, there's a U-shaped seating. There's storage underneath the seat. This one is also on an elevated platform. Windows surrounding the entire deck. We've also got storage up above, and I really like the beautiful trim work going across the overhead. There's a 32-inch flat screen TV just forward of the salon, and to both sides, optional opening windows. And all of the windows can be fitted with electric blinds. Now we can come out to the mezzanine area through this sliding door that opens 25 inches. Another social zone with opposing seating, 6 feet 8 inches of overhead clearance. Table that, again, is expandable with grab rails, beverage holders, and it is on a fixed mount. We can also blend the inside with the outside. We bring this window up, and now we've got an ideal serving area from the galley to the mezzanine seating. To the starboard side, this seating converts into a daybed. There's a 32-inch optional TV just above, and as far as enclosing this, there's glass just forward of the supports, and then behind you can have either isinglass or mesh. This owner went with both. There's isinglass here and then mesh the rest of the way. Now 2 steps down brings us to the cockpit. 13 feet wide by 4 feet 3 inches fore and aft. There's a safety factor of 30-inch high bulwarks. Ahead of the port, there's an electric grill, sink, beverage holders, and storage underneath. Just across to starboard, there's an electric chill box with an ice maker just underneath. As an option, we can get this whole deck in teak, and notice there are 2 doors leading out to the swim platform. This gives us full walk-around capability of this transom. Swim platform is hydraulically actuated and has a lift capacity of 350 kilos. At the bow, there's an 82-inch chaise lounge with seat backs that adjust into multiple positions. There's storage underneath as well as to both sides. Now, if we don't get this optional lounge, then we can just leave the top of the trunk cabin open for, say, a tender.
Now let's go below decks and check out the accommodations of this 3-stateroom, 2-head yacht.
We'll start with the master, which is just aft. Well, the master's full beam, there's a step just ahead of the berth. Headroom at the entrance is 6 feet 1 inch, and when you drop down, there's a drop down over my head that brings it down to 6 feet. That still leaves 37 inches over the berth, which measures 75 inches by 60 inches. There are hull side windows to both port and starboard with opening port lights to the trailing edge, and those are alarmed to the helm. I'm happy to see that. At the forward bulkhead, there's a 43-inch TV. There's storage over to the port hand side, and then to the starboard side, there's a settee just underneath the window. Storage really is an operative word with Riviera. There's even more underneath the berth. Here's a clever use of space. Additional storage that takes us underneath the side deck, and there's also the same thing on the opposite side. Of course, we still have the Riviera fit and finish that we've come to expect. This is high gloss walnut. We can go with the satin finish, also cherry, light oak. Bulkheads have material as well as the overhead. Now, just at the entrance is the master head. This has a hull side window with opening port light for ventilation. There's storage just above behind mirrored cabinets. Vessel sink on top of a Corian counter. Storage underneath and a walk-in shower. And then just ahead, every blue water boat needs storage, and here there's a whole room dedicated to it. Of course, this can all be closed off. And again, fit and finish. Look at the gloss work on this door, the framework. There's no rubber gasket around this, but it doesn't need one. There's still no rattling when underway, and it still just closes perfectly. Now, just across to the starboard side, guest stateroom. Twin berths over-under configuration, 76 by 31 inches each. Down below, there's a hull side window and an opening port light. There's also storage alongside. Now, continuing forward, there's a day head. This is a fully equipped head with a walk-in shower, hull side window, another opening port light for ventilation, and a vessel sink, plenty of storage, and directly across behind the door to the VIP stateroom is a stacked washer and dryer. And notice how when the doors are opened, they slide in right alongside. The VIP stateroom, typical layout of an island berth, access to both sides. There's storage above the hull side windows. I always like seeing that because a lot of builders just seem to forget that little aspect of usable space. The berth itself measures 76 by 57. We still have the 6 foot 1 inch headroom in this stateroom, which leaves us 37 inches over the berth. In addition to the storage over the hull side windows, there's storage alongside to both port and starboard, and we also have access to the day head, which makes this a private ensuite. Now, in addition to the storage we've already mentioned, there's more underneath the berth in the form of drawers, plus we can lift the berth up, and there's still more storage. Opposite the entry, 24-inch flat screen.
The 50 Sport Motor Yacht gives the owner absolutely everything desired in a cruise, fish, and overall blue water boat that also entertains with panache. She carries the brand's impeccable fit and finish, and her handling is also top level, but that's in another video, be sure to look for it. For now, this is my full features inspection of the 50 SMY from Riviera Yachts. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.